Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We're about 6 or 7 minutes away from the next Jack White song clip. You need them all as you collect them all day long. And then at 9:30, we'll ask you to give them back to us. And the first person to get all of them in order right will be a Jack White tonight at the Metro. Just a couple nights before Halloween. And have you got your costume all set? I don't.
Shocker.
Now,
We did this last year with you.
I know. And I killed it 2 years ago when I was the Costco sample lady. Oh, boy, was that... I owned our Q101 Cubby Bear Halloween pop-up that night.
Yep.
Last year, you helped me tremendously with coming up with the Porch Pirate costume.
Yes.
The sad part of that is no one got it, and I had to explain it to everybody.
But it's awesome. When you explain it, you were a pirate, but you were holding an Amazon package. It was funny.
It was funny, and it was great.
You gotta love creativity. It's a talking point.
I like that. However, I got annoyed with having to explain it all night eventually. So I was supposed to be Bane this year because I've been doing the Bane voice lately, and people said do Bane, you know?
Yeah.
And I didn't order the stuff in time, and now it's all out.
How were you supposed to know that Halloween would be on the 31st? You know?
So
How could you possibly know that?
See, I thought you were going to be an ally there and say, how could you have known that Bane would be a popular costume in 2024?
See, this is where you're mistaken. It's not a popular costume. It's just not anymore, so it's not being stocked.
Okay.
Your assumption is you're walking into all these stores and they've sold out of Bane.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know if they're stocking Bane.
Well, that's unfortunate because it's a good character.
Can you do Bane shopping on Amazon, unable to find a Bane mask?
Let me get my.
Yes, no, get in character.
Get
Get
in
in the
character
zone.
here, yeah.
It's a
Okay.
lot. I'm throwing a lot at you here.
Just think about Bane finding out he can't order his mask. The last one broke, and he can't order it on Amazon Prime in time for his next speech.
All right, I think I got it. Here we go. Okay, here's Bane. Here's Bane doing that. Okay. Scrolling. Damn it. No masks. I don't know what I will do, but you do what you wish with the city.
Pretty good.
No?
You should have said, why am I even paying for Amazon Prime? I would love to hear Bane just like upset.
See, Bane keeps himself together. He gets
really
animated,
does.
but
He does.
he's very polite.
He's composed.
Yeah, Bane is very, very polite. So I don't know what I'm going to be. And, Case put up a picture of me from last year on our Facebook page. If you want to help out, I got 2 days before the Halloween
Worst
pop-up.
case scenario, you take a sheet and you put a ton of holes in it and you go as Charlie Brown from Charlie Brown with the Great Pumpkin.
That's not bad. I like Charlie Brown. I went to Spirit Halloween. Credit to Spirit Halloween. They did not have the Bane costume in there. And a great guy who helped me out at the one on Western Avenue, right at Western Irving Park, who kind of looks like he's in a punk band.
Yeah.
Cool dude. Good-looking young kid.
Well, he works at Spirit Halloween. He's not a lawyer, with all due respect.
Well, it sounds like a
Hey,
good...
watch your mouth.
It's
Maybe he's just passionate about Halloween.
That's right. And he checked all of the Spirit Halloween stores in a 100-mile radius, and none of them have Bane.
Good Lord.
Yeah,
Good
nice
Lord.
guy.
Double features Mike checked in. Brian, you could be Pee Wee Herman.
He passed away this last year, right?
Yeah, as a tribute. What a touching tribute that would be.
Where am I going to find a gray suit?
Or a bicycle.
If
You think you could ride your bike at the Cubby Bear?
You know what?
Finding a bicycle that doesn't break while you're on it would be unbelievable.
Oh, jeez. So, you guys aren't going to say what you're going to be, right? You're not going to say it right now what you're going to be, or?
I'm just focused on what my kids are going to be.
What's going on? What's going on there?
Because, last year, Tristan, I always make his costume every year. It's like our thing. There's like a parade at school because it's his last year of elementary school, right? So there's a parade every year. So last year, he was himself cut in half.
Oh, that was great.
Right. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And we've always made his costumes. It's fun that way. And I was showing him picture after picture this year of just different options. I had to show him over 50 costumes, just like ideas. Like, at least be like, okay, I like that. Let's make it this way. There was nothing. It was like, no. And I'm like, what is it missing? Like, is it not funny enough? Is it not scary enough? Like, what do you want to be? And he goes, I don't know. It's my last year of elementary school. I really want to go out with a bang. I want to, like, levitate or something. And I'm like, you want to levitate. That's the problem with the...
First off, who doesn't want to levitate?
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm like, well, I think as a society, we're still working on that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to figure it out by Halloween.
Right.
And so I showed him costumes. I'm like, let me look up like a levitation illusion. So costumes that kind of like hide your legs and stuff. None of those were good enough for him. So finally we landed on this invisible man costume.
Yeah.
So he picked a different superpower. So he's going to be invisible this year.
Oh, wow.
I know.
How?
I have to create
Does he stay home and just tell people he's there?
And he doesn't trick or treat. It's actually the easiest costume I've ever made.
That's incredible.
No, so it's kind of like I have to create this other body on top of his body. It's this whole thing. But the tricky part is a lot of people who have made this costume aren't like little kids. So the way they're creating this body, they're going to be responsible and it'll just stay on them. I have to find a way to strap him into this thing because he's going to run around like an insane person while trick-or-treating. So I got a really tight backpack, and now I'm strapping the separate body into the backpack so it doesn't go anywhere.
Good. Why doesn't he be Charlie Brown like you just told me to be? God.
Trust me, it was one of the 50 options.
Good Lord.
So it's been a lot of work. I used to have really cool Halloween costumes. I feel like now it's just like my kids with really cool Halloween because I have to build them.
Yeah.
And I'm always the afterthought now, which is fine because it's fun to see them excited.
That's right. Someone, Joe checked in at 630, said I should be Caleb Williams of the Bears because I bought that jersey. So I already have the jersey.
Well, people on Facebook are checking in because they now have costume suggestions for you as well.
Oh.
People are saying you should be a Hail Mary to honor the Bears' collapse from Sunday.
But how do you do that?
Dressed like, isn't
Mary with a football?
Well, Mary, yes. Is Hail Mary based on Mary of Nazareth?
Mary, I thought it was Mary Magdalene.
That is Mary of Nazareth.
I don't know. Sorry, not to. Sorry to be a Bible casual. Fake fan.
Wow. Wow.
Now, all of these are Jesus' mom. Is it all the same Mary?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people are named Mary. I'm
I
just
say
checking
that
in.
with confidence, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Mary,
it is. I
Mary
just
of
looked it
Nazareth
up.
was the mother of Jesus.
Yeah,
right.
okay.
Okay.
Mary Magdalene, also known as Hail Mary, also known as Mother of the Goat.
Also known as the Hail Mary that killed the Bears Sunday.
That's right.
Period.
Full of grace.
That's not bad. I like that. I got to figure that out. Maybe that's what I do instead of Bane. I don't know.
I think you just have to dress like Mother Teresa and then bring a football.
Yeah.
Mother Teresa's a different person.
No, but it's the spirit of Mary
not
Magdalene.
Mary.
Okay, Kenzie. Then tell me what Mary Magdalene looked like.
Okay, so I think that you have to wear. Listen, have you never seen a nativity scene?
I don't know.
That's where Mary is.
You were raised Catholic, right?
Yeah.
So you have to wear like the roby light blue outfit.
I'll
with
look up
the
the
little thing
robe.
over.
I'm writing this down. A
And what
roby.
you
Never
could
gonna
do
find this.
is you could swaddle a football.
Oh.
That's what you could do.
Is that offensive to somebody?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm religious, but that doesn't offend me, but does it offend others?
I can't wait for the WGN report on Friday. Controversy at the Cubby Bear. Local radio's Brian Haddad offends millions of Christians worldwide.
I was just trying to figure out how to make it look like a football, Mary. I don't know. Was that bad?
I don't know. Today's world, I don't know what's right anymore. I don't know. Swaddling a football, if that got me fired.
That would suck. That'd be a
pretty
big bummer.
Yeah, it would be.
Brian and Kenzie.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and it is time for the third clip in the Jack White Challenge to get you to Jack White tonight at the Metro. So we started at 7. We gave you a clip of a Jack White song. 7:30, we gave you another one. Now it's time for the third. You must get all of them every half hour. We are playing a clip from a Jack White song. You figure it out. You write it down, put it in your notes, in your phone, whatever. Text it to yourself. And then at 9:30, when we get done with the last clip, you give them back to us in order. The first person that can give us all the songs in order is going to Jack White tonight at the Metro. It was only announced on Sunday, sold out in a minute, of course, because Jack White could sell at the Madhouse, could sell at the United Center at this point. But a very exclusive, historic show. You could be there. So are you ready for the next clip? Now, it's very, very quick. Hold your breath. Don't sneeze. Don't cough. Here you go. The next clip you need. That's it.
Oh, jeez. I was just about to get into it. I'm like, all right, here we go.
I'll try to get into it again.
Do it a few times in a row.
Okay, here's it 3 times in a row. You got the song? Now, don't call us. Don't text. Just write it down or type it in
Right,
whatever
for
to
later,
remember.
baby, when you can win.
At 9:30, you'll need that song, plus the one at 7, plus the one at 7:30, one coming up at 8:30 and 9 and 9:30. But here we go, one more time. Everybody get it?
Perfect.
Got it? Another more? This one's easier, I think. That's it. What song is that from Jack White? Have it marked down, and it's the next clip in this challenge. Everybody got it? Okay, that's it. We're done. Should I do one more time? One more time. That's it. Write that down. The next clip coming up around 8:30.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, about 10 minutes away from your next clip of a Jack White song that you need to complete your entire challenge here, where we'll ask you at 9:30 for all of them in a row, all the songs we played all morning, the little clips of songs, little snippets. And if you get it right in order at 9:30, well, then you're going to Jack White tonight at the Metro. Incredible, historic, magnificent, as his show was last night at Reggie's. And so tonight at the Metro, sold out in a minute, obviously, because he could be playing the Madhouse. He could be playing the United Center, but he's playing the Metro in Chicago. So before we get there, when you're right at the Metro, by the way, right nearby is a Jimmy John's. And they announced they have a new Pickle Witch coming. Now, this is something that you may have seen across your Instagram reel viral of a sandwich. I remember the East Coast, I believe it was Philadelphia, that made a first deli sandwich with pickle spears as the bun. So in a way, it's healthier.
Hell yeah.
Because there's no bread.
Like I'm on a diet.
Yeah, well, it depends what you put in between the pickles, I guess, there. I mean, it's all, they got meat, lettuce, dressing, whatever you're putting on in between there. But the Pickle Witch is coming. It actually, the press release was last week. For a limited time, you can swap out bread for 2 halves of this giant pickle. And so some of your Jimmy John's locations should have this. The 2 varieties that will come in is the Vito and the turkey, the Vito being the Italian.
The Vito.
Oh, the Vito is 2 halves of a Jimmy pickle,
What?
they're calling it, a Jimmy pickle.
Jimmy Pickle.
Salami, capricola, provolone,
yeah.
fresh sliced lettuce, tomato, oil, and vinegar, and onion.
I get that, and then I add spicy and sweet pepper. I like both pepper on it. Both offered pepper.
You could, add a pepper, of course.
Yeah, you gotta add the pepper.
And it should be a super crispy pickle crunch when you eat it, and it's healthier because you're not eating the bread.
Yeah, I really want to try this. Is this too pickly for you, Brian?
It depends. I don't know. I like pickles sometimes.
I feel like they probably gut the pickle a bit. I don't think it's going to be the full spear.
Also, I'm not sure how you grow giant pickles.
I'm sure very naturally.
Are they next to the other pickles? Like
Steroids.
steroid pickles?
Yeah, it's the Barry Bonds of pickles.
Well, they're not going to go in the Hall of Fame sandwiches, but they're still going to be good.
They are going to go in my mouth.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely in my mouth, but not the Hall of Fame. These look so good. There's also the turkey, as turkey, provolone, lettuce, and tomato. The company noted. So, and you also have pickled chips, the Jimmy pickle chips there. So go try it. Your local Jimmy John should have this. I love Jimmy John's. I usually get the East Coast Italian, but next time I go.
What a time to be pregnant. I'm not, but wow, I would have thrived.
Like I said, I love their bread so much. I don't know if I can substitute the
Get
pickle.
one each, and then just bite back and forth.
That's not a bad idea.
No. How about this? How about we order it and we split these halvesies?
I knew you were going to work into somehow me ordering this now for you.
I don't know. We're talking about it, and I think that we owe it, to you who's listening to buy this sandwich and then post a review.
You sound like you're going to give a presidential speech right there. We
trust
owe
me.
it to America to
Absolutely.
go out there.
Well, and give a review so they know if they should buy this. That's on us. That's on mainly you, but that's on us to order it and then make sure.
If we don't partake, then we're missing out on an opportunity to, it's a local company as well. I know they're obviously everywhere now, Jimmy John's, but started here in Illinois.
Okay.
So you can give it a try. And a lot of people that are diabetics say this is great. I want this because I can't have that big bread. It's so good, their bread, though. It's so good.
This would probably be good for you. I hope this is an option that you enjoy.
Okay, well, I'll try.
Because they have the unwich, but this is way more fun.
Yeah, the unwich has lettuce, right?
Yeah, I mean, but this is what I'm talking about this now.
And I've had the unwich and like it. So this pickles have more flavor than lettuce, so I'm going to give it a try. All right. And also more food news. It relates to local and your local Taco Bell, bringing back nostalgic menu items from up to 60 years ago. And it's their 62-year history. So on Halloween, they're launching the Decades menu. So Thursday, you can get like a 1960s tostada, a 70s green sauce burrito, an 80s Mexi Melt, and 90s Gordita Supreme. Now, everybody remembers the Gordita Supreme, right?
Okay.
Not just me. The Gordita was amazing. And I'm so glad they're bringing that back. So you can get that on Thursday, Halloween, when you're on your way to the Q101 pop-up at the Cubby Bear, there's a Taco Bell actually right next door on Addison right there. If you go right around the corner, there's a Taco Bell right there for our pop-up on Thursday night with American Authors.
We're here to deliver, baby.
You can do all that. Go get it. And there's your food news of Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. We just finished off the puzzle. For 2.5 hours, we played clips of Jack White songs. Very, very short ones every half hour. So it came out to 6 songs. And we just played the last one before Blink-182. So you get all of them right in order that we played them this morning of what the songs are. And the order, you are going to the sold-out show at the Metro tonight with Jack White, the virtuoso, the gifted musician, and also fun. That show will be a blast at the Metro. So Mike thinks he has it right. Mike checking in from Lincoln Square. Mike, ahoy. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right. How are you doing?
You sound a little nervous.
Crazy nervous.
I want you to take a deep breath and relax and give me all 6 songs in order from what we did this morning of all the Jack White songs, and then you're going. Go ahead. Give them to me, buddy.
All right. We started with the White Stripes, Seven Nation Army. Then there was Jack White with Lazaretto.
Mm-hmm.
Rack on Tour, Steady As She Goes.
Yes.
You got Jack White, That's How I'm Feeling.
Uh-huh.
White Stripes, We're Gonna Be Friends.
Yes.
And Please God Let It Be the White Stripes with Icky Thump.
Oh my gosh!
God has granted you Icky Thump.
In exchange for one soul.
Congratulations, you're going to the Metro tonight to see Jack
Oh,
White.
my God, it's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. We thank you for listening for 2.5 hours. That was a long stretch. That was a journey. We don't usually do like that, but we appreciate you for doing that.
Well worth it.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and Lauren coming in, take you through the rest of this 70 to 80 degree day, depending on where you're living around Chicagoland. Holy crap, get outside. Don't work today, seriously. That's my message to the people out there.
We're at work. Why didn't you text me that this morning? I want to
No,
come
you
in.
have to work. You do.
Stupid.
Yeah, you do. You work. Everybody else don't work today. Go out and enjoy this day and tomorrow because it's going to be ridiculous. Takeaways. Case, what do you got?
Joe in Downers Grove checked in his takeaway. Sometimes all Kenzie wants to do is lock herself in the car and eat a burrito.
Oh my God, every day.
It's a great place to eat a burrito. When
I
you're
just
parked.
want some peace.
Yeah, very quiet.
Peace and burrito.
And the burrito's good car food, too. Not
When you're
really.
not driving, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then you can really focus.
That foil always opens up and something gets somewhere.
You're right. You're right.
It's worth it, though.
I'm willing to find the piece I dropped.
Oh, what do you got, Kenzie?
Smitty texted in, Brian likes the way Urlacher hits people, and now he's back to watching football.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Thank you, Brian Urlacher, for helping me get back to football after the Hail Mary got me off football for 24 hours. I don't know if I could do it, but I can. I'm back in. Finally, Juan checked in from 630. Takeaway, I'm training to become a jiu-jitsu teacher. Look out, Roman.
Okay.
Well, you have to understand that when you have to go to the podcast and listen to the show. What's on it, Case?
Well, today we learned that Kenzie really wants to lock herself in a car and eat a burrito.
Yes.
We also, during Clash with Kenzie, heard Brian make a shockingly compelling argument for nuclear weaponry. I think it's really important everybody goes back and listens because Brian has made me want to build a nuclear bomb in the city of Chicago
Under Soldier Field, more specifically.
for good.
Yeah.
That's the important part.
Got it.
Also, a new Kenzie's Crimes with the story of the Headless Horseman, among other things, and so much more on the Brian and Kenzie podcast today.
Miss a moment, miss a lot. Go do it where you get your podcast. Spotify, Apple, or the Q101 app. It's newly redesigned and awesome.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.